You know, I miss Disney Infinity. It was this interesting idea that really paid off in the long run. Taking figures of Disney characters, putting them in a game where you could do whatever you want, bam, great game. Sure, I kinda got annoyed by it because my brother was watching Disney Infinity content on YouTube over and over and over again. But nowadays, I do miss the fanboy in him. But thinking about it, do you know why Disney Infinity was a thing for a few years? It's because this game exists. Yeah, who knew? So, for a brief history lesson, Toy Story 3 the game was made by Disney Interactive and Avalanche Software. Yes, that Avalanche, who made Disney Infinity. Going on a sidetrack, for the development of Disney Infinity, they started by taking assets from Toy Story 3 and improving them a little bit. So yeah, the Toy Story 3 game was the foundation. Back on track, I remember getting this game on PC and I had so many hours of playtime, and for some reason I got this game again on the Wii. Then I came to the realization that I got the same version on two different systems, considering the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions have more content. But anywho, since I'm still new at reviewing, instead of talking about story, presentation, and gameplay in their own segments, I'm gonna just go through the game piece by piece and talk about stuff as I go along. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see. Anyways, time to get the rambling out of the way and start the game. So, you start up the game and what's the first thing you do? Go after a runaway train carrying orphans while evil Dr. Porkchop... Not now! Shoots at you, destroying stuff around you. Now, this is how you engage your audience right from the get-go. After this, Woody gets on the train, and here we are introduced to the main gameplay style. It's as simple as a jump, double jump, and a thrust. Depending on the level, you have other abilities. Here you can throw balls to defeat enemies. The main goal of the level is to save the orphans, defeat aliens, and defeat evil Dr. Porkchop. After this level, it is shown that Ham is turning the events of Toy Story 3 to the toys in Bonnie's house. I kind of like how they are using a board game to explain these events. Now I have the mind to try that. Not now anyway, but I could if I wanted to. Don't worry, we'll get to that when we get to that. The next level is Andy's house. Here you play as 3 different characters, Woody, Jessie, and Buzz. You switch between them to access different areas. Each character has different abilities. Jessie can jump on tiny platforms, Buzz can throw characters really far, and Woody... well, I'll explain that later, it's not really relevant here. In the bedroom area, you have to get the cell phone. In the basement, you have to grab the house phone. But in order to get it, you have to find 4 green army men and throw them towards the phone. The areas are a bit open to find collectibles if you feel so inclined. The cutscene after this shows Rex playing a Buzz Lightyear game on a Super Nintendo Entertainment System? I'm not the only one who sees this, right? Right? Ironically, the next level takes place in the video game. And I really wish it didn't. I'll admit the beginning section where you fly and shoot stuff is cool, but everything afterwards is... It starts by dodging meteors and seeing an asteroid crash on a planet. Then we get to that one scene and turning to the center of the Earth. Don't give me that look, the movie was actually pretty good. Anyway, in order to move on, you have to platform on the rocks, with having to smash some rocks or use the laser gun to sap crystals, which is only used in this one level. Then you have to defeat some enemies with the laser gun, open a hole in the ground and move on. You have to do this 3 times with different designs. Then you can enter Zurg's base. Here you dodge spike walls, electricity, platforms that disappear when you step on them, and more enemies. 2 times! The problem with this level is that it drags on and on with boring level design. And at the end where you fight Zurg, it's pathetically easy. I'll admit, the level isn't as bad as it was when I was younger, but it's still bad. At least the next level is short. For better or worse. It takes place in a daycare where Lotso has you play 3 minigames in order to beat the level. The first minigame has you ride on Bullseye to pop balloons. It can be tricky, but it is possible. The next minigame has you throw balls at aliens to keep them away from the red line. And the final minigame has you ride on a tiny car to smash blocks, and oh boy, the controls are awkward. It is so tricky to drive this thing. By the way, the level is really open and you can find many a collectible, so I can make this short level longer. Good work, developers. Next up, we enter Bunny's house, and oh my wow, the bedroom is flooding with tea. Oh my wow, the walls are getting taller. Oh my wow, the house is in space. Oh my wow, we're grinding on whales around a rocket ship. Oh my wow, we're hopping on random thingamabobs in space. Oh my wow, we are in space! So yeah, this is my favorite level in the game. If you have a problem with that, just leave it in the comments. By the way, this is the first level where we are introduced to Woody's pull string. Think of it as a whip to swing around in. So after that wonderful level, we head back to Sunnyside where... Hold that fall, let me get something. Cue the music. In case you don't know where this music comes from, this is a stealth level. You have to avoid police lights in order to save Ham, Slinky, and Rex. There is a button nearby each of them to turn off the light, but you have to do some platforming and good timing to reach them. This level is really short, but a good time nevertheless. And yet, it only goes downhill from here. The next level is the junkyard, and it starts very badly. How does this level start? By protecting 3 aliens on a moving conveyor belt. If any of them get into the shredder, you have to start all over again. The door soon opens, but you have to throw all 3 of them into it, and... Oh come on, that wasn't fair! Next section isn't as bad though. Each of the 3 main characters are in different sections of the same area. You just have to solve puzzles in order to move on and save Ham, Slinky, and Rex from flame jets, crushers, and shredders. It can be tricky to figure out what to do, but with the right mindset, it can be beaten. And with that, the story comes to an end. Wait, there's something else! So, what happens when you build a bakery on the graveyard? You get a haunted bakery. Arrgh! The level starts by defeating muffin monsters, which are really annoying. Then the witch appears and this boss fight is trash! You get into a laser cannon and have to blast all of the witch clones. Then you get into a cow launcher and defeat a giant witch with laser eyes. You have to do these phases twice. Then in the final phase, you basically fight all the clones and the giant at the same time. On top of this, the muffins are constantly attacking you while you are in the weapons, especially in the cow launcher. Be prepared to take a lot of damage. So yeah, kill this level. Now that is the end of the story. But it's not necessarily the end of the game. We still need to talk about the toy box. Let's see how it is. So, what do you do in the toy box? Well, you help townspeople with odd jobs, customize the town, and explore anything. The missions consist of breaking stuff, collecting stuff, saving stuff, and goodness gracious alive, you keep wanting to change outfits! Just pick one already! At least you get some cute animations. Aww, so adorable. You can also buy other toys from Alice Toy Barn. Bullseye is used to travel faster, but you can also play special minigames to earn coins. Not only can you buy toys, but you can buy entire areas. I managed to unlock 3, but I only bought 1 because 1 is just a car park and I have my Nightmares with Buzz levels. So I got Sid's house, and it is a haunted house. You first have to grab a lightning rod, and then you get in the house, zapping enemies, finding keys, and platforming all while this song is playing. Side note, this level wasn't as hard as I remember it being. Maybe I was just an idiot when I was younger, but hey, this level is alright. I could go on and on about the toy box, but since I have spoiled the game enough already, I'll let you explore it for yourself. So, after this huge journey of exploring foundations, is this game actually worth getting? Well, yes. There are some issues with the game. A couple of the levels are trash, some level designs could have been better, there are some frame rate issues, and a lot of the toy box missions are basically the same. But aside from that, this game is actually pretty fun. I love the creativity in some of the levels, especially level 5, and the game mechanics are fun to mess around with. This is a great foundation to Disney Infinity, and if you missed that game, this is a great alternative. I have a lot of nostalgia with this game, and I can't recommend this enough. You can find it pretty cheap because, movie license game. Any version is fine, but if you have a PS3 or Xbox 360, just get either of those versions. They both have a lot more content in the toy box, and they just look better. Anywho, I'm done. And since I'm feeling pretty nostalgic, I'll play another game from my childhood. That being LEGO Racers. But until then, thank you all for watching, and until the next video, play safe everybody.